Today's Top 5 News. Palestinian officials say that on November 13, radical Israeli settlers burned down a mosque in the occupied West Bank. This escalating unrest has forced tens of thousands of Palestinians in the West Bank to be displaced. The mosque was empty at the time of the attack, and no one was injured, but some of the books and carpets inside the mosque were burned. "These extremist groups are destroying our lives," said Ahmad Salam, the imam of the attacked mosque. Israeli Army Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir issued a rare condemnation of settler violence against Palestinians this week. An Israeli military statement confirmed the arson attack on the mosque in that area, but did not say who committed it. The military condemned all violence and stated it would continue to ensure security and order in the area. The Trump administration also expressed concern about the attacks. "There is some concern that the events in the West Bank could spread and derail what we are doing in Gaza," said U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. The United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, or OCHA, in Jerusalem, warned of a sharp increase in settler violence against Palestinians in the West Bank. Palestinian and Israeli human rights activists say the Israeli government typically turns a blind eye to settler attacks. Specifically, on Tuesday, dozens of masked settlers near the West Bank city of Nablus attacked Palestinians and set cars on fire. Earlier, settlers had attacked farmers harvesting olives and international journalists who were with them. Germany's coalition government, after several months of political disputes, has agreed on a new military service plan to increase troop numbers. Lawmakers are expected to vote on this plan by the end of 2025. The new military service plan will require all 18-year-old men to fill out a questionnaire on their fitness for service and undergo a medical examination starting in 2027. According to the BBC, this decision comes at a time when Berlin is striving to create Europe's strongest conventional army. Earlier in the year, Germany's defense minister, General Carsten Breuer, had said that Western NATO must be ready for a potential Russian attack within 4 years. The Bundeswehr currently has approximately 182,000 soldiers. The new military service model aims to increase this number by 20,000 within the next year and reach 255,000 to 260,000 within the next 10 years. Additionally, the goal is to supplement the army with about 200,000 reservists. Starting next year, questionnaires will be sent to all 18-year-old men and women to assess their interest and willingness to join the armed forces. It will be mandatory for men and voluntary for women. If the government's goals are not met, Parliament may consider a form of mandatory conscription. According to local surveys, German youth are concerned about this, and a large portion of them are against it. U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth announced on Thursday the launch of a new mission called Operation Southern Spear to eliminate narco-terrorism from the Western Hemisphere. President Trump ordered this action, and the War Department is implementing it, Hegseth said. He said the joint mission will be carried out under the leadership of the U.S. Department of Defense's Southern Command. "The Western Hemisphere is America's neighborhood, and we will protect it," he said. The Trump administration had also announced a mission in January for operations against maritime drug shipments. It is unclear whether Hegseth's announcement is an expansion of that program or a completely new mission. CBS News reported that on Wednesday, military officials presented options to Trump for military operations against Venezuela, including a plan for land strikes.
The Russian army launched a large-scale barrage attack on Kyiv early Friday morning. As a result, fires broke out in many districts of the Ukrainian capital. According to the city's mayor Vitaly Klitschko, at least 11 people were injured. Emergency services responded to several strikes. Officials said the attack on the capital is ongoing, and citizens were asked to remain in shelters until the air raid alert is cancelled. The city administration warned of possible disruptions to electricity and water supplies. The Russians are targeting residential buildings. In practically every district, a great many high-rise buildings have been damaged, the statement said. Both drones and missiles were used in the attack. In the Darnitsky district, the attack caused fires in the courtyard of a residential building and on the grounds of an educational institution. Russia has not yet commented on the attacks on civilians. In turn, a drone attack on Russia's Novorossiysk region damaged an oil base. A drone struck an oil terminal, causing a fire at the facility. Coastal structures were also damaged.
Premier Li Qiang, not Chinese leader Xi Jinping, will attend the G20 summit in South Africa. China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs reported this on November 13. Li Qiang also participated on behalf of China at the G20 summit held in New Delhi in 2023. At the same time, for the first time since 2008, the leaders of the three largest participating countries, the US, China, and Russia, are not participating in the upcoming summit. Earlier, US and Russian presidents Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin had declined the trip. In particular, the US said it would not participate in the summit at all due to the host country conducting very poor policy. And Russian Presidential Press Secretary Dmitry Peskov stated that Vladimir Putin would not personally participate in the G20 summit, but the country would be adequately represented. That is all the news we have for you today. Goodbye.